Hello and welcome to Wietzer's Woodshop. My name's Ted. We're going to make some things. So Amazon decided to deliver this to me yesterday, and I'm kind of stoked. Didn't initially start out wanting electric heat in my shop, but I've been using propane, and as of a month ago or so, propane has just skyrocketed in price. So, and I can get on a 10-pound canister, I guess I could get probably, a good 4 days out of it. I spend a lot of time out here, so I got to keep it warm. Another thing too, this time of year, it's really moist outside. It's the humidity levels are high. It's raining, it's not raining, it's humid. It's just been a nightmare to keep the humidity levels in the shop low. And the reason I can tell is a lot of my surfaces of my table saw, my joiner, my other table saw, my drill press, stuff like that is starting to show rust, and I'm starting to do the maintenance a lot more. So this is 240, so we're going to end up mounting it up in the corner. I'm going to have to manufacture a bracket for it. So there's the stuff we're going to use to determine the angles that we need to do. I'm going to put that through a ceiling joist or a rafter up above, and this is what I've been using right now for the last couple of years, and it's been fantastic. It's a blue flame heater by Mr. Heater, I guess. So this is good, I guess. 5,000 square feet, maybe 1,500 square feet, something like that. So what I did, instead of getting it on the floor, and I made a bigger footprint, obviously, but I store my propane down here, and then ran it through in the back, and then put it on casters. That's I had an old, I don't know even what it's from, but I had an old frame with some casters on it, and then mounted that in there. And so it's on right now. The pilot's on right now. But then to get it to circulate more, I mounted a box fan up here. Probably got this at a garage sale, so it was pretty inexpensive. And then just made a mount, drilled it through, took the face off, drilled it through, and then put power back here, and I can just plug it in. So, and then secured everything down. The feet have holes to secure it, so it stays really good. And I can roll it around and position it wherever I want, which is great. So let's see, let's turn it on. This is the level up here, and then there she goes. So, and then it has level up to 5, I believe. So, and I've never gone past 2. So, because this place gets warm. And then to circulate the stuff, I just turn it on 1. And there you go. And so you can feel that heat from a distance. And then it spreads it evenly too, which is really nice. But it takes a big footprint, and propane's expensive. So we're gonna upgrade, and this is the new heater. So I'm getting ready to wire it. I got all the supplies we need. I'm gonna use some rigid and then go to some flex so I can get it up on that beam, and let's manufacture a mounting bracket for it. So here's our spot that we're gonna mount it. I got the ladder in place, and I figured we'll put it up over the door, and then that second joist up there, that 2x6 that's up there. So but that's a bracket. I got to make a bracket for that. Hopefully you guys can see that, because that's at, the pitch of the roof it's at an angle. So we got to do something to get it so that it hangs level, something that's strong. So I came up with a plan. There goes my focus. Anyway, so I figured once you come in the door and you let cold air in, it should be heated up immediately as soon as it passes by the heater. So we'll go up there and we'll see what we can do. All right, so this is the spot we're going to mount this heater. So I have to get the angle because I'm going to manufacture a bracket, that bracket that goes right here, and then I'll bolt it to both sides and all the way through with some probably 1/4 bolts. And then it'll hang down here so that I can mount the swivel and put it anywhere. But we got to get this level because of the pitch of the roof. So I came up with this idea. What we'll do is we'll just put I got this at the home center store. So get that up there, turn it on, get it to 0, and then bring this down, rotate it. Let's go a little farther right here. Rotate it there, and then take your level, your smallest level you have. It's magnetic, and it should stay up there. Sure does. Good. And then get that bubble as level as possible. That's that's perfect. Lock that in place and let it go. Okay, double check. It looks good. Get down there. Now there's your angle. So, and then we can, and I'm not too worried about what it says as much as how I captured that. So, and now we have that angle that from this mount as to where it's going to be level. So that should work out super good. All right, so we got these 2 pieces drilled. These are 7/16 holes, so we'll use some nice bolts that go through there. That'll go through the wood. So the wood will be sandwiched between these 2. And then this is the bottom bracket that'll go on the bottom of this, so we'll line this one up and clamp our... Good practice to do this. I didn't do this in the last video, so we'll clamp this down. And any metals, anything you drill through, you should clamp. So maybe get the right size. Well, where's the wrench for this? What did I do? Okay, let's see what we got. There we go. Let's just get this on there. Snug this down really nice. Line that up. Should be just where it needs to be. If not, go back. And then use a block of wood up underneath there. And I center punch that one spot right there. Tighten this up, hold that down, tighten her up, check for the wiggle, remove all your obstacles, safety first. Alright, so I got this set about 500 RPMs, that's about all we need, and this should just go right through. Sometimes I do like to just put a drop of oil, since it'll help keep that bit sharp and travel through that material a lot better. Yep, nice cut. Yeah, a little bit of smoke. Good solid cut. So here's one step. There's 2. Now she's flowing into the wood. One more step. There it is. Now, I don't like to go all the way through. This is what I'll do, is make a little bit of a chamfer there. Stop. Flip it over. Make sure it's not hot, which it is not. Get rid of the burrs. Set the block back in there. Makes a mess. Flip it over, of course, and then center it with the drill. Get that in there, hold that down, clamp that in, make sure that's right where it needs to be. Perfect. Clamp her down, start her up, and then drill through the other side. That way you don't have none of the burrs on the back side that'll cut you or cause something not to fit right. So there you have it. All right, so next step, we need to get this stuff welded together. Got our chamfers on here, so get this all cleaned up and we're good to go. All right, so now that we have everything cut and ready to be mounted up into the ceiling, the easiest way to do this for me could be, if somebody has a better suggestion, please say it. But the easiest way for me to do this is just to use my magnets. Stand these up, make sure you know that what's going to be the inside or outside. It really doesn't matter because we're going to paint them. Stand these up, find your 90 here. Geez, these magnets are strong. So where are we at? There we go. Find your 90, make sure you're on a nice flat surface. Stand that one up. Stand this one up. Same way. So now they're supported. And then, make sure they don't fall. There you go. And then kind of guesstimate what's going to happen here. They're going to be this distance apart. Let's see, you guys can see that. There you go. We got that hole where that heater, the bracket for the heater mount's going to go up in there. So we got this. That's going to be the distance of the 2x6 or the, it's not sitting really square. And then there you have it. So then take angle, your angle that we found on that ceiling. Let's guess a little bit. Put that flat against that. Hold that up there. Gosh, probably can't see this. There we go. There, that's flat against that side. This is inside there. Hold that for you. Then move this into place so that hits that bottom piece. And there you go. That's our angle for up there. And that's what it's going to look like. So when we tack this together, of course, it'll be all nice and flat. And then this will be put in there better too. There, that's better. So that's what it's going to look like. Once we have it tacked up, that'll be good to go. So that should be plenty strong enough to hold that heater. They had, in the instructions, it said 1 lag bolt. So that ain't going to happen. So as a professional homeowner, we over-engineer. So, all right, let's see what we can do about tacking this up. All right, so my little welding station over in the corner of this shop. I got to keep away from all the wood and the dust. It's raining like crazy outside, so I'm going to have to weld inside. So this is our setup. So we got all the dimensions or all the angles right on. So I'm going to zoom into right to that spot and we'll see if we can. I don't know how this is going to come out. So what I did was just made another metal table on this little table. So we got that angle just perfect. We got this dimension for the stud up there. Just a tad bit over 1.5 inches and then 1.5 inches up here. Up here I'm not too concerned about because it'll flex. And then we can get that pressed over that beam or that stud. So let's see how this works. All right, that'll work. So the mounting bracket hole, I decided, I changed my mind, I'm gonna make it a bigger bolt, just to be on the safe side. So, but look at this, what an advantage. The Powermatic, man, makes such a nice, you just tilt that table and attach that thing on there and then drill away. So let's get that drilled out and probably have to adjust the RPMs a little bit, but other than that, it should be good. Well, that couldn't have come out any better. So we got it all squared up. We got it in place. We got it where it's free of all the, let's see how square that is. Yep, perfect. Get that nice. That'll work good and square. I got the holes marked. I'm gonna pilot drill and get all the way through. This is nice and level. This is gonna sit really good. Super strong. And then we'll get that all drilled up, and then we'll paint. I don't know what color we'll make it. Maybe Green Bay green. We'll see. All right, cool. So there it is, way up in the corner. Worked like a charm. So pretty strong. My son ended up getting up there for me and putting that up there. So he just didn't want to be on camera, I guess. But that'll hold it all. So it's nice and level. I painted it black. We'll keep it there. And we'll get that wire run that electricity down to that power box. And we'll just heat up this place. All right. Progress. Well, there she is. We have heat. So I ended up using enough flex. I got 6 feet of flex to put up there, and it was enough to run in through the box and into the new circuit. So not an electrician, but big shout out to my friends at work that have kind of trained me on how to do all this stuff. If you don't feel comfortable though, man, hire a professional. This is nothing to screw around with at all. You get a fire going here, this place goes up quick, and then you're done. So yeah, big shout out to let's see, Tim and Mike, and then the other Mike and Randy. Boy, they helped me out quite a bit. So quite intimidating, and then I understood it once they explained it. So that'll be a really nice upgrade. So we finally put the blue flame to retirement. So we'll see what happens. This will probably be used for our outdoor kitchen that we're building this summer in a wraparound deck. So we might have to use that out there. I'm not sure. Anyway, I am tired. It's time to go to bed. Let's turn this thing on and see how loud it is. Takes a few seconds. And it should kick on. Maybe not. There we go. Yeah, pretty quiet. Really nice. And that's just the low setting. So that should work out really good. We'll see. I'm going to let it run for a while, and we'll see what the electrical is about. Watch our meter and watch our power bill. So other than that, big shout out to my son too for getting up there and putting this thing up there. Wow, my camera's fogging up. Yeah, I sure appreciate you, Austin. All right. There she goes. Thought I'd do a quick follow-up. I have to speak kind of loud because my generator's running over there. We lost power right after I was done filming the last video and putting up that heater. So a lot of good that heater did me. So about 2 a.m. we lost power. Now these branches are coming from these trees up here. So if you look, I'll zoom in as much as I can. They're all over the place. So luckily there was one on my Jeep, but not that big of a deal. But the driveway was blocked, my mailbox blown over. So the dogs are just now going outside. They were scared to death. Sound like a squadron of F-18s flying over my house all night. And the wind hasn't stopped. So no trees. Deception Pass Bridge had a semi-tractor truck fall over due to wind gusts. So we're trapped on the island for a few hours. That's the perks of living on Whidbey Island, I guess. But looks like I got some cleanup to do. And the refrigerator and freezer are still going, so thank God for a generator. Other than that, everybody else stay safe.